Hello and welcome to this 10-minute workout for legs, and today, as promised, we're going to concentrate again on the inner thighs, because last time I filmed inner thighs I got to the end of 10 minutes and I thought, no, I've got so much more to do. So here's another 10 minutes of inner thigh workouts, and as you might have seen so far, I'm going to upload the workout at 6:30 in the morning every morning. So I'm actually going to film the day before so that you can get on with it whatever time of day, and you know it's going to be there on YouTube. So let's start off on our backs. I'm actually going to revise a couple of the exercises that we did last week for inner thigh, just because they're such good ones, and then I'll move on to the new ones. So onto your backs. And we've got a football here, sorry, I keep moving this around. The football is going to help us with the inner thigh workout. So feet hip width apart, tuck through your chin, open out through your chest, breathe in, breathe out and sink your ribs down. Find that little arch in the lower back. Make sure the feet are hip width apart. And then we're going to bring the right leg up. We're going to draw in the tummy. This is really important for these exercises. Draw in the tummy, pick up the left. Using the ball, we're going to put it between the knees, just above the knees, between the end of the inner thighs, I guess. And then with this position, we're just going to pulse backwards and forwards, stretching the legs away and pulling back in. Good. We're going to go a little bit further than that in a minute, but we're going to put our hands underneath our hips just to protect around the lower back, because the type of Pilates that I teach, we never stretch both legs out at the same time. Brilliant. Put your hands behind your head and come into a crunch and continue. 2, 3. You can point your toes at the end, or you can flex. I quite like them flexed for this one for some reason. Good. Head and shoulders down, hands on your ribs. We're going to take the legs from side to side. Roll over to the side and back. Roll over to the other side and back. Draw in that lower tummy. Good. Brilliant. Keep your breathing relaxed. Keep your chin tucked, your chest open, your lower tummy scooped in, thinking about working that pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is linked with the adductors, so working the two together is pretty good. Put your hands underneath your buttocks, so not your lower back, underneath your bum, and then stretching the legs out with that support. So stretch out and in, just as far as you feel confident to. So you could push your legs higher, stretching out. Those of you who are really confident that the lower tummy is scooped in, lower down to the floor and come back up. You've got to really squeeze your bum to the floor and come back up. Good, so choose whichever version you feel you can cope with. Good. 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. So that was your little bit of a warm-up, I guess, for those inner thighs. Now, coming onto the side, a little bit more of a traditional way of working that inner thigh. Let me come this way a little bit so I'm further onto the mat. The top leg is going to be like so, with the knee pointing upwards. I would like you still to see if you can rotate your body to face forwards. You're up on this elbow, but push up out of it. And then this bottom leg is going up and down. I've never found these fantastic for inner thigh, to be honest. But if you position yourself well, it certainly makes it better. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do 20, 12. Having said that, I can feel that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to come down onto our sides. So we're going to do a couple on this side and a couple then on the other side. Make a pillow for your head. Both legs stretched out. Top leg up. And the bottom leg, I would like to go up and down to join it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. Keep breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other side. Can't believe I just said they're not very good for inner thigh. Maybe it's the fact that we did the other ones first, which I find a little bit better for the inner thigh. We're up on the elbow first. The top leg's bent, the bottom leg's out. 2, 3. Squeeze in your tummy. 4, 5, 6. Lock that knee straight. Push up out the elbow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming down. Top leg's up. Bottom leg goes up and down to join it. Squeeze in your tummy. 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. 10. Another 10. Brilliant. And then a last exercise for the inner thigh, which I find amazing. So I use it in my HIIT classes, but for this we're going to do it nice and slow and controlled for Pilates. So it's that same position as we started, and what you're doing is you're pushing up on this bottom leg, and then we're bringing the elbow to the knee. Like that. So we're using our abs, we're using that shoulder, we're using that glute, we're using everything, but that inner thigh is the one that is working the hardest. So we're going to try and do 20 on each side. Now if you do really struggle with it, this is what you need to do. Keep that hip down on the floor. So you could start with the hip up, and then if you have to stop, bring the hip down and continue. Okay, so we're coming up and trying to do 21, 2, another 10, 5, 8, 9, 10. Brilliant. Okay, round to the other side. Stretch that bottom leg out. Top leg bent. We'll do 20. If you push up on this leg, lift up your hip. 1, 5, 6, 8, 9. Take your time. Go with whatever timing you can handle. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Brilliant. So I think that's probably enough for inner thigh, because that is somewhere that can really ache, and if it does, it feels quite debilitating. So what we're going to do is stretch it off to finish. Bring your legs out into a V, like this, and then put your hands behind your back and push yourself forwards. Push and open out your chest and push yourself forwards. Get myself lined up on the camera. Good. It's lovely out here this morning. Morning sun on a day that's going to be about 26 degrees. So it's lovely to get out here in the morning. I'm going to teach my Zoom class out here this morning as well, I think. It seems quite quiet on a bank holiday. Good. Coming over. Great. And then over to the other side. Lovely. One more each side. And last one. Good. And then to stretch the slightly different adductors, as my daughter would call it, butterfly stretch. So bringing your knees down. Oh, notice that knee's much lower than the other one. Bringing your knees down, keep your chest up, your chest open, your chin tucked. Good. Let's see how long we've done. That is bang on 10 minutes now. So I hope you've enjoyed this adductor workout. Make sure that you do leave me comments. A few people have been leaving me lovely comments on YouTube. It does really help to boost me and keep me making these 10-minute videos each day. I hope you like the new format of me filming them the day before and then uploading them first thing, or scheduling them for first thing in the morning. I think that's going to work for me as well, less pressure. And enjoy your day. I'll see you tomorrow, which when you're watching this will be Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.